Welcome back, everybody. JumpX podcast, episode number 24, where today we're going to learn everything about vertical jump training.
Well, to be honest, we're not. To be honest, we're going to go over.
Not really training.
We're gonna go over the new tier system we've introduced within JumpX recently this week, which is very exciting for us. I'm very excited about it, and I think it's just going to really bring everyone in the community to a new level of athleticism and closeness. Right. So basically, let's just jump right into it. The tier system, right, is basically we're categorizing everyone into a different tier in terms of the level and ability they're at in terms of their jumping and dunking, more so dunking ability, right, in terms of the trick dunks.
Yep.
All right. So the tiers we have is novice, beginner, intermediate, advanced, elite, pro, and freak. All right. And obviously, freak's the highest tier, and it's fucking like you literally got to be Thanos to get freak.
There'd only be like less than 10 people in freak in the world, I'd say.
You reckon? Yeah.
Because the way we do it is to become a part of a new tier, you have to be able to do every dunk in that tier.
Mm-hmm.
So if you can do 7 and there's 9 requirements, you technically haven't met the requirements, so you won't go up. So I'm sure there's a lot of people that can hit like a lot of the freak dunks, but they probably can't hit all of them.
Yeah, that's the thing. Would we make exceptions if they can hit another dunk that's really hard?
Yeah, so we have like replacements. So for example, if you're a 1-foot jumper, I'm trying to think of the one we used for example. It was earlier on in one of the easier tiers. It was like a 2-hand pump off 1 foot. That was off 2 feet. Well, the 1 foot equivalent was something different.
Let's go over the tiers, right? Yeah. So everyone knows what the hell we're talking about.
Yeah.
So like novice is someone that can't dunk yet currently. All right. And then the next one is beginner. So as soon as you hit your first dunk, you're a beginner. You know, you can hit basic one-handers off lob or dribble. All right.
Some people hit their first dunk off dribble.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so,
that was me. Actually, I hit my first dunk off a 1-step.
Arc?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that was 2 foot. No, I'm lying. No, my first dunk was off 1 foot.
I'm trying to think of it.
No, it was like a layup. But, yeah. Yours would have been off lob, right?
Yeah, it was off lob. Yeah. I didn't dribble dunk for like 3 months after.
Really?
Yeah. It was an arc as well though. So.
Yeah. But anyways, intermediate can hit 2-hand dunks, hit 2-hand tomahawks, 1-hand tomahawks off lob or dribble. So that's taking the 1-hand dunk to another level. You got to be able to tomahawk it.
And that means like, bring it back a little.
Bring it back a bit, yeah. Hit basic backboard lob dunks as well, 1 and 2 hands. All right, so as soon as you can hit all those like basic dunks, so like the lobs, the 2-handers, the 2-hand tomahawks, the 1-hand tomahawks, off backboard as well. You're an intermediate.
Just basic off backboard, nothing fancy.
Yeah, nothing fancy.
Yeah.
You know, just lob it off backboard, catch it with 2 hands, put it in. Lob it off backboard, catch it with 1 hand, put it in.
That shit.
You know, and then advanced can hit 2-hand tomahawks. Right, can windmill off lob or dribble. So it's like
so this is like hitting your first windmill stage.
Yeah, so it's like hitting advanced, like hitting your first windmill. So that's like off lob or dribble. It doesn't matter. It's either one, either or. So that takes into account people that are shorter, right? Because obviously, if you're like 5'10", versus someone that's 6'4", it's going to be harder for you to windmill.
Yeah.
Off dribble, right?
Yeah.
So it's either or, 360 off lob or dribble consistently as well. Can reverse off lob or dribble as well.
Yeah, just like a simple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Over 6 foot, if you're over 6 foot, can hit off the 1-hander as well. So that's advanced.
Yeah, so this is like the stage where you get to the level where you're almost classified as a dunker. Because we have because you can windmill.
Yeah, because like that's 360 as well. Once you can 360 as well.
Yeah, you start to do like the more serious like dunk contest type stuff.
Yeah, you're not just doing basic dunks that like a lot of basketball players can do.
Yeah, like obviously at this stage you've practiced dunks.
Yeah,
like a good amount.
Yeah, you're actually starting to hit trick dunks now. So you're advanced.
Yeah.
Then elite can hit 3 windmill variations, right? So there's no like strict guidelines because everyone's going to be a bit different. So for example, like for me, I can windmill off backboard, off lob, off dribble, right? So that's 3 variations right there.
Yeah.
Right? And then you would count, like, if you could do if you could windmill with left and right hand, that would count as 2 variations.
Yeah. Any kind of variation.
Yeah.
1 foot,
or
2 foot.
if you could windmill, do a 2-hand windmill, and then a normal windmill, that's 2 variations right there. So there's a little bit of there's leeway there. There's we don't want to just make the guidelines hella strict because we understand everyone's going to be a different type of dunker as well. So everyone's going to go in their own direction, but there is still standards here that we think everyone should be able to do, right?
Yeah.
Reaching at a certain level.
That reminds me, obviously, how we got all these guidelines and stuff like this, there are going to be exceptions to this rule. And that's okay. Whether that's due to injury or, if we have a replacement dunk. So we've kind of made a rule where Austin and I kind of, are the final say, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
that's people come to us, they say, am I ready to go up? They send us the videos of the dunks so they can prove it.
Yeah, so if they're my left shoulder's fucked, I can only do
right hand dunks.
I can windmill. So the 3 windmill variations. I can windmill off 2 foot. I can windmill off 1 foot, and I can windmill off lob. Cool. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. So that's fine. All right. But the other thing I want to mention as well, with all these tiers, all our JumpX athletes, each tier they get a T-shirt or they can get it in a singlet format as well. So every time you go up a tier, you get given that T-shirt.
Yeah.
All right. So if you see people rocking a JumpX Pro or Freak shirt, they're fucking crazy at dunking.
Yeah.
They're about it.
It's not just a hobby for them at that point. It's
it's
like their lifestyle sort of thing. Yeah.
Exactly. But anyways, getting back to this elite. So 3 windmill variations. You got to be able to reverse pump off lob or dribble, either one.
Wait, reverse pump with one hand, down dirt or
no,
dirt?
2 hand.
Okay, yep.
2-hand reverse pump.
Roger.
All right. 360, 1 and 2 hands off lob or dribble.
Yep.
All right. So you got to be able to do a 1-hand 360 and a 2-hand 360. Then you got to be able to 360 pump as well.
Yep.
All right. 1 and 2 hands.
Yep.
All right. All basic lob dunks as well. You got to be able to hit all basic lob dunks. So that means all the backboard lobs, all the self lob.
Yeah. Okay.
Ones as well.
Yep.
All those. All right. Backboard reverse as well. You can hit head on backboard as well. So that's 5'10" and above. 5'10" and above. 1-hander off dribble, 2-hander off dribble. So you get a better hit dunks off dribble to be elite.
Consistently.
Right, so, consistently. So you get a better dunk, hit a 1-hander off dribble, 2-hander off dribble. 2-hand tomahawk off dribble as well. You got a better 2-hand tomahawk off dribble.
Both variations. You have to be able to do lob and dribble.
Yeah.
2-hand tomahawk for this one.
Yeah. Windmill off dribble as well.
Yep.
Right. Lob or dribble slingshot dunk as well. Right. Can dunk off both approaches as well. So if you're 2 foot, you can dunk off your left right and right left approach.
Yeah.
Or if you're 1 foot, you don't jump 2 foot, you got to be able to dunk off your left and right foot.
Yeah.
As well. All right.
And it can just be basic.
Yeah, it can be basic. It doesn't need to be crazy. All right, so that's elite. Now we're getting into the crazy stuff. So the pro. Right. Do you want to read out the pro?
All right, let's go. So pro, 4 windmill variations. So in elite, we had 3 windmill variations. Now in this one, you're going to have 1 more in your bag. So this kind of makes it a bit harder because you can't just get away with the basic stuff. You have 1 little bit extra in your package. So yeah. What would your 4th have been?
I already can do 4.
Your backboard was your last one though that you unlocked.
So I can backboard windmill. I can right hand windmill. I can left hand windmill. I can dribble windmill. I can lob windmill. So did I cover that?
Yeah. So you can actually
that's 5.
Yeah.
I can do 5, but then I can 2-hand. I've hit a 2-hand windmill off lob. 6.
2-hand off dribble.
So that just makes me think maybe we should make it harder. Maybe we should do 6 variations.
But yeah, your windmills are quite good though. You got to keep that in mind. That's your strong point for sure. Because you've already ticked it off, and you're not even in pro yet. So windmills definitely your specialty.
Yeah.
And what have you hit another one? You've hit right hand off the lob windmill?
No.
Okay. Maybe we'll make it 5.
Yeah, 5.
I think 5 because, yeah, I reckon change that right now. Because now that you've said it, yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, guys, we are actually constantly updating this score system.
Because this is just the starting point. Over time, we're gonna realize there's flaws like we just did now.
Yeah, like something's too easy.
Or something's too easy. Blah 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 blah. So we updated based because there'll be instances where people can like, oh, I can do this dunk, or what about this dunk that we might have forgot about.
Yeah, like
as well.
New replacement dunks as well.
Yeah.
Or we might make something too hard on accident and be like, oh, what, you're intermediate, you can't undo both? You're fucking shit, mate. Like, that kind of stuff. So, yeah, okay, we got our nearly 5 windmill variations. This is for pro, by the way.
Yeah.
We've got 360s, you know, pretty much any variation of 360. 1 hand, 2 hand, lob, and dribble. Need to do them all.
Yeah,
correct?
So you need to do all of them.
Need to do them all. Big one, right here, between the legs.
Yeah.
All right, so this is kind of that big step. Everyone knows the between the legs dunk. It's like the highlight dunk, isn't it?
Yeah.
And that's like the separation between like, you know, I dunk and I'm like, you know, I'm dunking.
Yeah,
like, you're really into this.
You're like a pro.
Yeah. So, and it's like a very, very stylish dunk as well. And it's very hard to do. You can't just like walk out of your bedroom and do it. You know, you got to train for this.
It's like a big milestone dunk.
It's like the windmill, but better.
It's like, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like everyone wants to windmill, and then after the windmill, everyone wants to east bay or between the legs.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
That's like, it's not like a behind the back where it's kind of like, behind the back, but it's not like the big one.
I was more hyped for behind the back than I was between the legs.
Are you serious? Okay, well, you're different, but
yeah.
Most people would rather be able to between the legs than behind the back.
Yeah, 100%. Just like style-wise, having that, it just looks sick. So yeah, we got between the legs. Well, behind the back was the next one.
Yeah.
So again, that's behind the back, either lob or dribble. We're not too fast at this stage.
Yeah.
Obviously, when you're in freak, you need to be able to do both because freak is like disgusting level of
which we need to add that in. That's not in there, but
yeah. Well, we need it. Yeah, it's kind of like if the prerequisite for a certain level is, let's just say, like behind the back, we can only assume the level below it, like the better level, is both variants of it.
Mm-hmm.
So keep that in mind. We've got 3 reverse variations.
Yeah.
Explain.
So that's like normal reverse dunk, right?
Yes.
And then there's like like a reverse off backboard. Then
true. Okay. Yep.
Yeah, and then the reverse pump will count as a reverse.
Uh-huh.
The reverse windmill would count as a reverse.
Yeah.
As well, you know.
Self bounce. Silly bounce.
Self bounce. Yeah, reverse. Yeah. Maybe we should up that. To 4 or 5.
Make it 4 right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's too easy.
Yeah, because you just named off like 1,000.
Yeah. Yeah, so 4 reverse variations now. And
one thing I do kind of see a fault in a little bit that we can definitely change is self bounce variations. Maybe mention that a little bit here and there.
You reckon? Because you reckon, I feel like that's kind of like a niche thing.
It is quite niche, yeah.
It's kind of like,
it's up for debate. We'll sort that one. But
it's kind of like,
it's just like a lob, really.
I feel like it's already included because we have variations. So there's like 5 windmill variations. There's like 4.
Have you hit a self bounce?
Windmill?
Yeah. You haven't, have you?
No, actually, no, I have.
When?
I have, but I never shared it or never posted it because I'm like, it looks so shit.
You could hit it tomorrow.
But if I went into tomorrow's session, I'm like, I want to hit a fucking self-bounce windmill, I'd probably hit it. And I've hit it once, and then I just didn't, I'm like, this is boring, and it just looks shit, and I never shared it.
Okay.
Like, it wasn't anything amazing.
So it's checked off.
Like, technically,
yes.
From a technical aspect, I hit it.
Yeah.
But from like a spectating viewership perspective, it didn't look good.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah, I'm sure you could just hit it, like, if you had, 10 goes, you'd hit it at least once.
Yeah, I would, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I feel like an actual dunking boomer when I say Sally bounce, because no one calls it that anymore. They all just call it self bounce or Travis bounce. Because Trav spams that shit for real.
Yeah.
So I feel like a boom when I'm saying Sally bounce, because a lot of people, Steven doesn't post as much dunking stuff, so all these new kids don't know who he is.
Yeah.
It's like, that's who I grew up on, man.
Yeah.
So yeah, we got 4 reverse variations instead of 3. 360 windmill.
So that's a big one. So I think the 2 big separators with the pro is being able to do a between the legs, and I think the other big one is the 360 windmill. I feel like that's a milestone dunk as well.
Yeah, and we don't care which
You
way
know?
you spin either.
We don't care how you do it.
Yeah.
Like off
I've only done it
lob,
the easy
off
way.
dribble.
Yeah.
Huh?
I've only done... No, I mean like which way you spin because it's harder one way.
Yeah.
So I've only done it the easy way, the non-Vince Carter way.
So that would be like the free thing. So you got to be able to do it.
Oh, you have to be able to do the
Both ways.
Yeah, 100%. Lob and dribble. 362 hand tomahawk. Was that in the one above? No. Oh, it's just a 362 hand.
Yeah,
so this one you got to be able to...
Because that's a crazy dunk in my opinion.
That's Derrick Rose. Very Derrick Rose dunk.
Yeah.
Can hit a basic dunk off 1 or 2 feet.
Yeah, so you got to be able to... So like, even if you're not a 1 foot dunker or even if you're not a 2 foot dunker, like if you're a 1 foot dunker, you need to be able to hit a basic dunk off 2 feet. And if you're a 2 foot jumper, you need to be able to hit a basic dunk off 1 foot to be a pro.
But that was in the section before, right? That was in elite.
No.
Was it not in elite?
No, that's a pro
it says can dunk off both approaches or both.
No. So the difference is if you're a 2 foot jumper, you need to be able to dunk off left, right, and right, left. Right? Or if you're a 1 foot jumper, you need to be able to dunk off your left and right foot. But when you go to pro, you need to be able to dunk off 1 foot and 2 feet.
Yeah, so actually both.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So that is a bit harder, yeah, for sure.
So I feel like that's completely fair.
Yeah, well, if you're a pro, then you'd have...
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Right?
Head at rim, 6'1" and above.
Yeah, so if you're 6'1" and above, you need to get your head at the rim. So that's like, if you're like, maybe that should be 6 foot.
We'll make it 6 foot. Yeah.
Like
yeah, it's a bit, that's, yeah, okay.
But like, even like 5'11", bro.
Make it 6 for now.
Yeah. So if you're 6 foot plus, you need to have your head at the rim.
Yep. Okay.
So if you're like 5'10", 5'11", 5'9", like, you know, obviously it's harder for you to have your head at the rim. So
you want to be close.
Yeah, you're gonna be close, but yeah.
But it's not a requirement.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that rim 9'11" and above, right? Would you have your head at the rim? Or is that 10?
Wait, are we talking about for just hitting these dunks?
No, for the height check requirement to have your head at the rim. 9'11" rim and above?
Yeah.
Or is that 9'10" and a half and above?
No, okay. I feel like it should be 10 for the head above. Oh. Because people rarely dunk on 10, that's the thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now we'll keep it consistent, okay? Make it 5'11", but the new, like, everything is 9'10" and a half and above. Because that seems to be like the community.
That's the community, standard. And that's what Jordan himself said.
Yeah. But it's like...
So 5'11" plus head at rim.
Yeah.
Yeah, and everything's on 9'10" and a half and above.
Yeah.
Right?
And if you can do a 9'11", 9'11" and a half, please do it. But, you know, if you only have access to a lower one, then fine.
Okay, so the other big thing with pro as well, you got to be able to jump over someone and hit it
somehow.
Doesn't matter what dunk. Could be a double up, could be a basic fucking handoff one thing. You know, you just got to be able to jump over someone.
Clear them.
Yeah.
Minimal push off, please. Minimal push off, please.
Yeah, no,
don't
absolutely.
Like break the guy's neck to get over.
No, bro, I feel like we should have the standard no push off.
If it's just the first level, maybe.
Hey?
If it's just like the first level, then maybe they're allowed a little push off. Depends what you do. If they have the ball in their head, it's kind of hard not to push off.
If it's I feel like if it's a basic dunk, it should be no push off.
Yeah, exactly. But if you're doing it between the legs, okay, chill.
Yeah, sort of a little bit of cool.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, so that's what you got to be able to jump over someone. All applies to 1-footers except 360 tomahawk.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about before.
Yeah. So so what would replace that is something like a cradle dunk.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe something else. We'll have a bit of leeway there for the 1-footers. Yeah,
so for 1 foot, I feel like a 360 tomahawk, it's a pretty hard dunk. Not because it's not like a height thing. It's just like a very awkward dunk.
It's hard to
So that's why cradle replaces that, because for 2 foot cradle is a little bit harder, but 360 tomahawk's easier.
Yeah. So
those are interchangeable. If you can do both, sick, cool, awesome. Something just came to my mind. Cuff dunks. Never mentioned.
Do you reckon you had a cuff?
Somewhere, yeah.
Cuff what? Windmill?
Cuff windmill for pro, I reckon.
Do you reckon?
Yeah. Keep me out.
Not like... Because that's like a variation.
Okay, yeah, I guess it's a windmill variant. Yeah. Yeah, because cuff isn't like a dunk in itself. It's like just how you hold the ball.
Yeah.
It's like a left hand dunk versus right hand dunk.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. We cleared it up just right there.
Yeah.
Lovely. And then that's it.
No, that's not it. So
fuck
you gotta be able to do it. You gotta be able to honey dip off lob or dribble. So basic elbow dunk.
And then off vert
to be a pro. Hey?
Off vert tomahawk.
And then you gotta be able to off vert tomahawk as well.
Mm-hmm.
Any height.
Oh, 9 to 10 and above.
Huh?
Oh, any height. I thought you meant any rim
No,
height.
like
I was like,
height.
full 8 foot, bang.
So like, should that be like 5'10" and above? Off vert tomahawk. Someone's like 5'9".
That's fucked.
That's hard to do.
That is hard.
So like 6 foot and above for off vert.
Make it what the height check is.
Hey?
5'11". Make it what the height check is.
Off vert tomahawk 5'11" and above. So if you're like 5'9",
don't worry about
it. Getting the head at the rim, the off vert doesn't. You don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, like it replaces.
Yeah. Sick. All right, now we're getting into freak, which is fucked.
You know, I can't technically be pro now.
Huh?
I can't technically be pro because I haven't done an elbow dunk.
Well, you better hit one tomorrow then.
Yeah, I bet it's.
You better hit one tomorrow then.
Yeah.
There you go. That's your goal tomorrow.
Yeah, I actually have a whole.
You can hit one.
That's the thing. Like bro, after I saw fucking Jordan's arm, I'm like so scared. I don't know if you guys have seen Jordan's arm after Dunk League, which is like a dunk competition basically. Bro's arm is like dented right there from doing elbows.
It's like Sam. Oh, he should be elite, but he hasn't hit certain dunks, right? So for you to be a pro, you need better elbow.
Yeah, I feel like you, me, and Sam can all elbow though. Like no, realistically, like
maybe
if your head's at the rim, how the fuck can you not elbow? And you've had your head at the rim.
Yeah.
Unless you got like T-Rex arms, I don't know.
I gotta. I've tried to like just run up an elbow, but
yeah,
I couldn't.
No.
I just felt weird. I feel like it's a technique thing.
Yeah, you don't know like how to.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's it for pro right there. Now we got freak, which is like I was saying at the start of the podcast. You know, there's probably less than 10 people that can do all of these, and the list is still growing like every day. But to start off with, we got hit under both, off dribble or lob, so it's not exclusive. You just have to be able to do one or the other.
Mm-hmm.
Now, that's a pretty hard dunk. You can do a double up as well, right? Like over someone. Like, you had the ball on someone's head and you can under.
Yeah, you can do it like that, yeah.
Because a few people might find it easier doing it that way, just because the ball's, yeah. I forgot to mention handoffs as well, because a lot of people like handoffs. We're not personally like the biggest fans of them, but if you hit a windmill with a handoff, that's just another variation.
Yeah.
But we're not going to make it its own category.
And that would that count? So for someone to go to advanced, would that count?
Yeah, I reckon.
Yeah, so if they do it off handoff, cool, yeah.
It can't be a little shit windmill though. It can't be like, I want like a still.
Yeah, it's got to be full rotation.
Yeah, still.
It can't be like
standard.
a fucking cheetah windmill.
Yeah.
Like my first windmills were.
Your first one wasn't even that bad though.
No, not my first one, but like after that for a period, it was fucking shit.
Oh, you were on like that.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got under both. We got J Rich. So J Rich, guys, is putting the ball between your opposite leg and going like towards your body.
So it's an East Bay, but the opposite way.
Yeah.
Because it's harder, it's more awkward.
Yeah. Also, we don't have 360 East Bay on this list. Or is that coming up?
No, that's already in pro, so it's kind of we don't need to mention it because it's already in pro.
Is it?
Oh, 360 East Bay?
360.
Oh, East Bay, yeah, no, 100%. That's a freak dunk.
So that's a freak dunk.
Yeah.
So you've got that.
Well,
you do have it.
I've heard 360 East Bay is easier sometimes.
For like people like Chris Stables, it is. I've seen him literally miss a front on East Bay, and then like literally 20 seconds after he hits a 360, like way easier. So, okay, J Rich, Scorpion. Everyone knows the Scorpion when you're double up over someone. So it's jumping over someone, putting between your legs. Win. So that's if you're on one foot, you're planting your left foot. You throw the ball between your right leg. Bounces off the ground, you grab it in your hand, then you dunk it. It'd be a lot easier if you guys are watching the video to see what I was just doing. But
yeah.
And for 2 foot, that is throwing a backward spin lob, jumping over the ball, and then catching it behind you. So you go like that, catch, dunk. Head at rim, we need to change that now. We need to make that lower.
What?
The head at rim 6 foot and above, because we lowered the one above it.
Yeah, 5'11".
yeah,
So this is okay. So
5'10",
to be a
5'10".
freak, you got to be able to get your head above the rim.
Yeah.
So 5'10" and above, head above rim.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Because the other one's 5'11".
Yeah. So we've actually made everything a little bit harder in this podcast, basically.
Which is not a bad thing because it means when you reach the tier, it means more. Right?
5'10" above. 360 scoop dunk.
Yeah,
everyone knows that one.
Got about a 360 scoop, lost and found / hide and seek as well.
Yeah. So difference between lost and found and hide and seek. How do I explain it? Basically, all you're doing in lost and found is you're throwing it like over your head. Whereas hide and seek, you throw it and you're like actually like losing the ball. Like you like have a period where you can't see the ball. I mean, you can't see it doing it that way, but it's not.
Hence the name hide and seek.
Yeah, you're losing the ball. Yeah. And then obviously 360 hide and seek, same shit.
Mm-hmm.
That's obviously a freak dunk, so it doesn't really matter.
Mm-hmm. East Bay off backboard. Good about the East Bay off backboard.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like Zion, just walk into it. There was a clip like a year ago of Zion just walking into an East Bay. He just walked into an East Bay off backboard.
Really?
Yeah.
I haven't seen that.
Yeah, it looked freaky as fuck.
What the fuck?
Yeah, it just made it look so easy.
So I feel like off-board East Bay is a very technical dunk. Because if you can East Bay normally, like pretty easy, I reckon you could hit backboard East Bay. You see how throw in the right spot?
Exactly, that's why it's hard.
Yeah, and that's why it's a fucking freak dunk. Yeah. Where are we?
2-arm elbow. So you're going to be able to two-arm honey dip.
Both forward. And if you want to do backwards, do it. Well, go ahead.
Mm-hmm. Off vert East Bay.
And windmill.
Off vert windmill. That's 2 foot only. So if you're a 1 foot jumper, you don't need to be able to off vert East Bay or off vert windmill.
But
yeah, 1 foot jumpers, you need to be able to dunk from the 3-throw line to be a freak.
Yeah.
So like Obi Chamberlain.
Yeah. Like I was saying, like there's a lot of people that can do some of these dunks here and there. Like, Obi can do a free throw line dunk.
Mm-hmm.
I know someone could do let's just say, like I can do a J Rich, but I'm not a freak, right?
Mm-hmm.
Zion can do a backward between legs, but he can't do a lost and found.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you might be able to do dunks in a tier. Doesn't make it that you are in the tier. The way it works is you have to complete the list, then you get given the shirt. Mm-hmm. Then you become part of the tier. Exactly. And then you're working for the next one above it. It's not, I've hit the first dunk of the tier, and therefore I'm in it. Mm-hmm. You have to complete it before you're actually in it. Mm-hmm. Just so people don't get confused. They're like, why aren't I in, advanced because I can windmill? Yeah. Well, you can't 360, so I don't care.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And
is that it?
Also to be a freak, you need to have a confirmed, on a Vertec, 48-inch plus vert. With
John Evans specifically measuring your reach. No one else.
No, but we can do it. Just whip people's arms out of their socket.
Someone who is like legitimate in the community has to measure your reach. It can't just be like, I did it on my wall. Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah. Yeah. It can't be you doing it yourself on a wall at home and doing this shit. Yeah. Yep.
I was toying with the idea as well, just in my head.
Yep.
So to be a pro, you got to enter a dunk competition, something like that.
Oh, so like, not a dunk, but like an event. Yeah. Maybe just say dunk event. So dunk camp, contest, dunk show.
What are your thoughts on that?
Freaks should be win something.
Yeah, freaks should be win a dunk contest.
Yeah, I think definitely add the one where some kind of dunk event, because then it really shows that you're like deep in the community and you're like really interested in the whole scene.
Yeah. So I don't know. We might toy with that as well. We'll leave it out for now, but we might think about that.
Coming to a dunk session does not count, by the way. I went to dunk session at Coburn Arc and I live north of the river. That doesn't count as a dunk event. Yeah, so. No.
Got to be like a properly organised one.
Bro, just random thought. Nothing to do with what we're talking about. But imagine if we hosted a JumpX We're back. Sorry, we had a little camera difficulty. Imagine if we hosted a kind of dunk contest in Perth.
It's funny
with prize.
No, it's funny you say that because that has been on my mind as well. And that is something that will happen in the future.
Yeah. And we'll have levels as well.
Yeah.
10-foot contest, 9 foot.
Yeah.
8.5 maybe. Yeah.
That's something that we'll make happen.
Yeah.
In the future.
It's just logistics trying to get that sorted.
Yeah.
That's fucked. But
like with these tiers as well. So you're a pro right now, but you just gotta be able to honey dip to get a pro. Right?
well, I'm not a pro then because I haven't honey dipped.
Yeah.
Unless
well,
you're going to
I
have a replacement dunk?
You're going to tomorrow.
I guess my replacement dunk is the J Rich because I've hit it from the tier above.
Maybe.
Should we make that a thing then?
What?
Say you can't do something from your tier, but for some reason you can do it from the tier above you. You can use that as a replacement. So say, I'm trying to think for you. Okay, for Sam, right? Sam only needs to hit a 360 windmill to get into the next tier, right? Say he could honey dip, which is from the tier above that.
Mm-hmm.
He could get into the next tier without having a 360 windmill.
Sure, I reckon that's a good.
Because there's always going to be individual variances.
Yeah, I reckon that's a good idea.
I mean, I don't know, yeah.
I reckon that's a good exception.
Yeah.
I reckon that's fair enough.
And that comes in with the injury thing as well, because some people literally can't do certain dunks because like their shoulder will pop out or some shit like that.
Here's the other thing. Here's the other question. What happens if you actually regress as a dunker because you stop or injury?
I still think you should keep your tier because you've been there.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough.
Yeah. Well, what if someone like has an unpreventable injury and it's just like, oh fuck you.
Yeah.
You can't. Yeah. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Because I feel like if you work your way to a pro, no one can really take that away from you. You know, you've done those dunks. Maybe you can't do them right now, but you've done it in the past, sort of thing.
Yeah. 100%.
Yeah.
So you're a pro right now, and I'm actually advanced because I need to be able to 360 pump. Right? I need to be able to 360 pump. Is that it? Windmill.
East Bay.
No, East Bay's not an elite.
Oh, true. Sorry, my bad. Yeah, it's just the 362 hand pump.
One hand, two hands.
Yeah, your windmill variations are fine. You can dunk off both feet. Backward reverse you can do. Head on backward you can do.
I've hit a dribble slingshot as well.
Yeah, no, you've done everything.
Yeah, so
Okay,
I just need to be able to hit
Pro's
the 360 pumps. And then I'm elite. That's one before pro.
Yeah.
Which would be pretty sick. And then I got to work towards pro. But that's kind of like, okay, so what if I East Bay before I...
You go up. Because that's your replacement.
What if I East Bay before I can hit the 360 pumps?
You go up.
Yeah.
Because that's your replacement.
Because that's in the pro tier.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So it's from the one above that you want to be in.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
So, okay, that's good to know.
Yeah.
So, yeah, well, that's our tier system, guys. So, that's something in our Facebook group we're going to be posting weekly, right? And, well, not even weekly, just whenever someone moves up a tier.
Or we change something massive, like we move a dunk.
Yeah.
Say, you now have to be able to hit this.
And we're already getting like really good feedback from people. Like, it's already motivating people. Like, I don't know, for me, bro, it's already motivating me to fucking, oh shit, it's giving me guidance. Like, we fucking made the tier, and I'm like, oh fuck, for me to get to pro, I need to be able to do these things. So it's giving me goals, motivated me.
Well, it's not like this is just our list and we've like fucking made the rules. We've like collaborated with everyone on JumpX, like on what dunks should be where. So, you know, this is like a community project. And I can definitely know that I just want to like just hit new dunks. Even if they're just like simple variations, I just want to do it for the sake of doing it. Like, I already have a list right now I've made that I want to try tomorrow. So,
no, exactly. I already started trying dunks on an 8-foot rim too. Like the 360 windmill.
Yeah, so.
And the 360 fucking...
The pump, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's just doing it on the full height. So, you know whose 360 pump looks fucking crazy? The two-hand one? Korean Dunkers.
Yeah.
Because he does it like front on, and it looks fucking...
He's good at spin dunks.
Yeah, and does it from like a distance.
Yeah.
You know?
He's like...
Looks like absolutely crazy.
He hasn't hit it under both though.
Hey?
Which surprised me. He's never hit it under both.
Yeah, that was the one he was working towards before he hurt his shoulder.
Yeah, because I saw a clip of him.
He was trying to do it over someone.
He back-rimmed it. Fuck.
Yeah, he'll get it. He'll get that.
Yeah, that's the thing, man, with dunking. Like, it's a long-term thing if you want to become a freak.
Exactly.
Or a pro or an elite, like, wherever you are.
Yeah, and arguably the most fun part about dunking is just having these goals, working towards those goals, hitting new dunks, is the process, right?
Yeah, there's so much shit you can do.
And this kind of gives structure to the process.
Yeah.
As well.
For sure.
You know? Because very often people don't know where to go, what dunks they should hit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, if you're not like super into dunking, you're doing it a little bit more casual. It's kind of hard to think of dunks, right?
You're just entering the scene as well.
Yeah, you don't know about different variations.
Yeah.
Well, look, you got a guideline right here to go for. So.
And the other cool thing about this is too, these shirts or these singlets, like you see people wearing them, you know they earn them. You can't buy them. You won't be able to buy them.
No, you have to level up.
Yeah.
You have to get it confirmed. You have to record it. You can't be like a novice and then come and tell me, oh, I hit under both. I was like, okay, cool, but I'm going to need the video. Or if we see it in person, that's different.
Oh, I hit it under both, bro, but I didn't film it.
Yeah.
You know, nah, cool. No, it doesn't count.
Yeah, unless we saw it in person.
Yeah, unless we saw it in person.
Yeah. So that's mainly for just our Perth athletes.
Yeah.
Or any JumpX athletes we will see at dunk camp. So that'll be really exciting, man. Like, I'm starting to get, like, quite hyped for it. Just, like, every time I think about it, I get, like, that nervous butterfly feeling. I'm like, I just want to jump, man.
I know how you feel, bro.
Show out for Australia. There's actually quite a lot of Aussies going. Last time I went, it was just me.
Yeah.
I was the only Aussie, but it's like you, me, Dan. We have, like, the whole group.
Oh, Dan's going?
Yeah, because that's why he's in the...
Yeah, that's Australia. Crazy. That's sick that he's going.
Unfortunately, I don't think AP is, which sucks.
We're going to have an Aussie dunk session.
Yeah.
And a dunk camp.
Wait, we should have a... Yeah, what's the word? Like, what's Australia and Britain? Commonwealth dunk session. Yeah.
Shit. That's such a shame AP's not going.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's because of his shoulder.
Yeah, I know.
So, he doesn't really... I think he's getting surgery on it, like, just after dunk camp, so... I don't know if it's worth just,
that
like...
Sucks.
Yeah.
There'll be next year, and then next year we'll be all crazier.
Could be crazy, man. We've got, like, maybe Hat coming next year, and more of the Perth guys who are, like, leveled up by then. I reckon Sam will come.
You reckon?
I reckon Sam's coming.
Yeah.
I don't know if Sam watches the podcast, but if he ever does end up coming, I've just called it right now. More than 2 years in advance, so...
Yeah, so, like, at the moment, you're the only pro, and then I reckon Sam will be the next pro on JumpX.
Yeah.
And then I'll follow him.
Behind the back, bro. He's been trying it, to be fair to him.
Yeah, he has.
To be fair to him, so...
Yeah.
You hit behind the back. I feel like as soon as you hit East Bay, behind the back's just imminent.
You reckon?
As soon as you start spamming it, you'll get it. You jump high enough for it.
Yeah, unless I, like, East Bay off backboard or something. Just bypass them behind the back.
I feel like
which could happen because I'm like I'm a backboard guy.
Oh, if you want to do that, bro, go for it.
You know,
I like that word, bypass. I fucking bypass the system, bro.
Yeah.
I can't
cheat code. I got a cheat code.
I can't hit a windmill, but I did a lost and found. Can I?
Maybe that should be a thing in the tier system.
Bypass.
Like cheat code bypass.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Speed run.
But it's like it's not even like a cheat code. They can't call it a cheat code because it's like to bypass you got to hit a harder.
It's actually hard. Yeah.
You know, so it's like not even like cheating the system. It's like fucking just going. I'm better than the system.
Yeah. It was like Hack trying to hit them behind the back.
Yeah.
But
yeah. Yeah, true.
Imagine if he actually does hit it. You never know.
That'd be stupid as fuck if he does hit it. But does he go to intermediate if he does hit it though? Because he's still missing like 3 dunks.
No. It only replaces 1 dunk.
Yeah.
You'd have to hit like the tomahawk and a 360.
Yeah. Exactly.
Because he's missing just normal 2-hand.
So he would have to like bypass like 3 of the dunks.
What? So he's going to do behind the back, between the legs, lost and found.
Yeah, before he can 2-hand tomahawk.
That'd be fucked, eh? Yeah. Thing is, Hack has very good dunk technique, to be honest.
You reckon?
Yeah. He's just very like in his head, like.
So does someone like Connor.
Farley?
Because I've seen him on a low rim.
I've seen them both on a low rim that one night.
Yeah.
They both were going off, so.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, even Hack's East Bays are pretty close off the dribble, and he's like.
Hack could probably East Bay on 9 foot.
Oh, easy.
Yeah.
Easy. So.
Whereas most people wouldn't be able to, but yeah. Anyways. Yeah, that's the tier system, guys. So super exciting stuff. You guys are probably going to see more of this as well and hear more about it. T-shirts roll out, all that sort of stuff as well. So super excited about this, and yeah, we'll see where it goes, man.
I'm excited, man.
Yeah.
Getting these people, I wonder who the first person will be to level up.
I hope it's Sam this weekend.
Huh.
I feel like
Sam, Alex.
Yeah, I feel like since we released this, I feel like just there's just going to be like level up after level up because I feel like it's just invigorated people like crazy.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh, for sure, and we'll have people posting with their shirts.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Tobias maybe.
Yeah.
Whenever. But,
exactly.
Yeah. A lot of these people who don't know who we're talking about, but these are all of our JumpX athletes.
Mm.
But yeah, that's pretty much everything I wanted to really talk about today.
So if you guys are wanting to join this awesome community, this awesome dunk community, send us a message podcast on the JumpX Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so at JumpX Performance Coaching on Instagram. So send us a message there if you're wanting to join. And yeah, without further ado, we'll catch you guys in the next podcast.
See ya.
Peace.